Good afternoon, Port Hueneme. My name is Seth Bonilla, and I am hoping to be one of your new City Council members. My wife and I are originally from Bakersfield and made a great choice to move here 8 years ago. I've been also married for 30 years, have 2 sons, and a beautiful grandchildren. I am also a military veteran police officer with an active duty deployment and have been operating my small business for 18 years. When my wife and I hit ground here in Port Hueneme 8 years ago, we were satisfying a long-awaited hope to live in a beach community. As it was 25 years in the making, we quickly began assisting families each and every month with needed food resources and also helping the homeless, which we have taken several to the shelters to date. This has been an endeavor that we have been involved in for the past 20 years. As a couple of years have passed here, I began to realize so many deficiencies in the way of local dog parks and beach amenities. I have never spotted a community garden, which so many communities have, and also notice that our beach does not have a beach mat for the elderly, disabled, and for our veterans to enjoy the beaches as we do on a daily basis. This alone inclined me to start conversations with the community on this deficiency, as well as a community garden for our community, to find out why a dog park has not been established decades ago, and have made suggestions that a theme park be introduced as well. I have walked the city streets and found that our business storefronts on the south side of this town are dilapidated. I would like to introduce ordinances that will make business owners of storefronts responsible for the upkeep of their properties or face penalties. Our business parking lots are also full of trash and our waterways littered with graffiti, as many of our roadways have potholes as well. The curbings we have around our city by the fire hydrants has been a problem, and our Measure U money from 2018 should have addressed this issue but has not. With the $1.8 million every year that businesses pay, this has not been utilized properly. Our parking enforcement officers are quite diligent in their duties each and every day. We have to find measures or ordinances that will protect our elderly and then be in fear of being cited by parking enforcement. Speeding cars and trucks and motorcycles and deadly accidents are occurring on Ventura Road and Channel Islands Boulevard. I have requested information from the years 2021 and 2022 from the city, and there have only been 36 citations for speeding in the last year. Park enforcement alone makes the city $500,000 to $600,000 a year. The fireworks debacle year after year must end. Again, I have requested information from the city to find out exactly how many citations have been handed out in 2021 through 2022, and I'm still awaiting the results. Enforcement must be taken much more seriously than it has been since I have heard the complaints, especially in Hueneme Bay, as the noise is unbearable to so many elderly residents and their service dogs. This includes our veterans with PTSD. The master plan and park plan are somewhat in the forecast for the city, and yet no one seems to know if it will actually happen. All the community input and ideas for this master plan, including myself, seem to now be touted by your current council as their own ideas. The current council is also hoping to remove some of the history of Port Hueneme by allowing the long historic name of Port Hueneme to be changed to Hueneme Beach, so that we can become more like other beaches. We are the voice of the community, and in November, please do not allow this to happen. We also require more protection on our crosswalks for residents and, more importantly, our children who attend school. I would like to introduce raised crosswalks as an enhancement to the crosswalk system for greater protection, again, not only for our citizens, but for our vulnerable children. I have personally heard many complaints regarding the condition of our parks, with Bubbling Springs being at the top of the list. It has been noted as filthy and a terrible smell because of the reeds and the duck droppings. I would also like to look into the Little League baseball team and assist them with the things that they require at Bubbling Springs. I mentioned earlier about the graffiti problem and hope to talk to local artists and taggers to place their energy and many with the talents to vitalize our community with some art, as Oxnard and Ventura have done. I personally have had the first mural up on Market Street at our building to enhance the look of the neighborhood and hope to do more. I'm hoping to hear from many of the elderly residents who are part of our community and talk with them about enhancements to outdoor activities that they would like to see come to their neighborhoods as well. I hope to serve this community and the long-time residents with a common sense approach that will enhance the lives of the community residents that have waited patiently for years and have received little because of the business as usual mentality. Since day one, I have stepped out into our community looking for viable ways to make life better and hopefully easier for its valued residents. I will work for you diligently to bring a new perspective to governing that will always include you as the people to help make decisions that will sustain us all now and in the future. My name is Seth Ryan Bonilla, and I am running for City Council in Port Hueneme. I hope to gain your vote.